have any questions for our impromptu guest? Wait, Carson.
I was actually going to bring up something on here, and I just realized that Gary left something out of these graphics right here. So I was just trying to get on here and make sure this graphic was here.
Guys, we have nothing. CBD is gracious with his presence for 5
minutes. Because tomorrow night, you're going to be in competition on NWA Power.
That's right.
They're going to have Brian Idol.
They're going to have to call the fire marshal because the crowd is going to be on fire.
Wow.
Oh, boy. Brian Idol. So that'll be a good victory for you.
Yeah. You know what? I beat him before, and I feel like he's a little irritated this time. But I'm as talented as I am handsome, but so is he. But I'm just a little more handsome.
All right. Wow. I just love that you and Deal seem to be sharing the same
just
mind.
Listen to what he
night,
says about me.
Heavyweight match, Brian Idol versus Carson Break on Power on X. Go to NWA at NWA.
I teach him all the time. He does it back.
And I'm always taken aback by your confidence. And also your wit. Literally, you've just been talking smack in this chat. And even though sometimes it's a little uncalled for, it does make me laugh. And you, sir, are one of the smartest, sharpest minds, not only in wrestling, but in modern society today.
What can I say?
Wow, you were just glazing him up. That's great. That's
well, I legit do find he never insults me, and I find that's very nice.
I can.
Most of the roster hates me. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're not like the Southern Six. You're not going to ever lower yourself to their standards because those guys talk shit about me all the time.
Oh, I don't know how. I think I'm more southern than they are because I'm from Southern California. I'm in Huntington Beach, which, if you look at the map on the equator, is lower than Tennessee.
Interesting. Wow. Never thought about that. But
wow, that's
pretty deep.
That's pretty brilliant, actually.
That's the win Kyle was talking about.
They're going to hear about that at some point in time, and there's going to be...
Wow, super chat from Cosmic Joe. Your Carson, he always brings it on.
What a line!
How much do you charge to haunt the house?
What does that mean?
I love that, though.
Because you're ghostly, man.
Carson, we already know that you are somebody who's looking for championships anywhere he can get them. Tomorrow night, you have Brian Idol. You're already talking about trying to dethrone the brand new WLW champion, Camaro Jackson. Is there any championship on the NWA main roster that is safe from your wanting to go after it?
The only one I don't want to go after is the NWA women's titles because I don't want to make less money than the men's titles. But other than that, I could probably win those too. I just would have to, there'd be paperwork that would have to be filed.
Well, I keep on hearing about, it's happening abroad everywhere, so who knows what you can go through to get that.
Well, that's why I can't win. That's why I can't win the women's titles because I'm not abroad.
I can't even hide the fact that I am such a CBD fan. In fact, I'm a fan of not only CBD,
yeah, but how do you feel about Thursday?
My shoulder. Yeah, tell me about that. You want to know how dumb I am one day? I looked at his gear and I was like, why CBD? Oh, Carson Bartholomew drink. My brain was immediately thinking the medication.
Gary, have you no questions for our surprise guest?
I'm so in shock. I am interested, like, what's gotten into your brain that you're constantly in the chat talking about how you want to beat up Max the Impaler? Like, it seems like the weirdest person to go after.
Exactly. It's just, it really irked me the one time. I think Max might be the only person that didn't take money from me, which kind of bugs me because why is Max wrestling if not for financial gain? And it's the only person that I can't figure out mentally. So I'm going to just absolutely have to mollywop Max physically.
I kind of hope for your sake that match never happens. Brian Idol, though, I am kind of looking forward to that match. Brian and I, we have a love-hate thing going on there. And, that's going to be a hell of a match tomorrow night in NWA Power. I'm not quite sure who's going to come out on top. But if you win that match, I got to think title contention right off the bat.
I think so, too. TV called, I'm going to pick up.
Carson's
I'm
lawyer.
going to assume that is just an offhanded remark and that you're not saying you plan on at some point in the near future trying to go after the TV championship.
I think it sounds like he's going after the TV championship.
It
sounds like exactly what he's talking about.
Well, you know what? That's a perfect segue because tomorrow night the TV title will be on the line as current champion Max the Impaler will be defending against Mr. Grimm. Also on Power, as we just mentioned, Brian Idol versus Carson Drake in heavyweight action. We've got junior heavyweight match, Boz versus Slade. And then do you like tag team matches? Well, we got one for you right here. Hollywood, Haley J, and La Princesa Tiffany Nieves will be teaming up to go after the sister duo of Pretty Empowered Kylie Page and the NWA World Women's Champion Kenzie Page. And that is not it, because a rematch from NWA 76. This time the bell will be reinforced. You can't break this thing now. You're not busting bells. They'll be busting balls. It's the Liberty Bell Brawl 2, Blunt Force Trauma versus the Immortals. All of this and more tomorrow at NWA, the X account, Twitter. You can watch it at 6:05 Eastern. God damn, I'm on a roll tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
You're on something. Yeah, it sounds like it.
Call Kyle Butter. He's on a roll.
And I'm not good for you either.
All right. We're getting close to the top of the hour. It's I don't know. We got stuff we got to do.
We do. We got to talk about one more thing right now, because coming up, our next major event is NWA Looks That Kill. It's going to be coming at you from Dothan, Alabama. That is absolutely correct. Coming up here. You like the holidays? Well, we've got a gift for you. December 14th, Dothan Civic Center. Looks That Kill. Go to NWALiveEvents.com. And my social media has been inundated with all of the schedule to appear. The card, it's taking shape, and you can be a part of the action live and in person. Go to NWALiveEvents.com right now. Don't wait. Make it happen. And also, strangely enough, Joe and I were joking about this today, but literally we just saw the weather report. It's like we're cursed, because it looks like there's a hurricane forming again. And if you look at it, right up the coast, going towards Alabama. We are so sorry.
Amazing. All right.
If Dothan couldn't be any worse than it already is.
Peanut capital of the world. And fun fact about peanuts, if you ever go to a Smashing Pumpkin show and you're hanging out backstage, there's signs everywhere that says there are no nuts allowed, nut allergies, because there are people in the Smashing Pumpkins with nut allergies. And here we are, owned by the lead singer of the Smashing Pumpkins, going to the peanut capital of the world. Folks, we are dangerous, and you can be a part of the action.
You know why it's called the peanut capital of the world?
Why? I need to know why.
Because peanut is the size of their brains and bank accounts.
Whoa!
Well, what I was talking about before, it's time for a moment of sound.
When defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans were not sound. Rebuild your plans and set sail once again toward your coveted goal. Follow me?
That's my friend Contaminated. He makes fun of me saying, of course, and Drake's #1 fan.
His face is broken.
I've heard speculation that his face is not broken, and he's just a huge Cody Rhodes fan from a decade ago. No, his face is broken. It's true. That look was not something that was intended. But the good news is Sal has had the proper surgery. They went through his cheek. They popped out his bone. And he is now healing up and going to be good to go for action coming up for anybody that was asking there. Carson,
Yeah, I wish Cosmic Joe would also get surgery for his broken face. I just can't believe it.
No. That's just his face.
Poor guy. He is poor, but yeah, poor guy.
All right, folks. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Carson, for hanging out with us there. And thanks to Kamar Jackson for being here. This is great.
He ran away.
I'll see you next time.
And happy birthday again to Joe Galley, whose birthday wish was to not be a part of the Monday podcast.
Yeah, exactly. He got away from us. All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. NWA Power tomorrow night, 6:05 on X. Until next time.